Welcome back to another video. This week we'll be exploring the Coffs Harbour region and what it's got to offer, because we quickly realised that New South Wales is not very accommodating for low cost and free camps, especially around the coast. So we found this beautiful campsite in Bonville, just inland from Coffs Harbour, for just $30 a night, and we stayed here for about 2 weeks.
Hello. Today is an adventure day. So we're all just getting ready. We've been up nice and early this morning, and this is something that Eli has been looking forward to all week. So after a nice hefty bit of work, I think it's time to go and take everybody out and have a good day. So we are going to go to the butterfly house, which is something that Eli's been asking for. They have dinosaurs there. We all know that Eli is a huge dinosaur fanatic. After that, I think there's a Carrara Lookout, the playhouse, which I actually took the kids to the other day. It's an indoor fun park, indoor like padded fun park, kind of like Maze Mania and stuff like that. And we're going to go to the Skywalk, and my personal favorite, which I'm actually really looking forward to, is the Banana Adventure Park, the Big Banana Adventure Park. So it's a bit of a water park. It's a beautiful day, 24 degrees today, nice and sunny. Don't let the clouds fool you, they will be gone. Couldn't be a more perfect day to go and visit all of this stuff. Now after that, we do have a little bit to go and see around the area, but we'll get to that when we get to it. So come along.
This butterfly house really blew the kids' minds, as it was so interactive and so much to see, so much to do. We went in first thing when we got there and was advised to come back a little bit later when it was more hot and more humid, where the butterflies would be more active. So we did exactly that after we saw everything else this place had to offer, including this awesome little Alice in Wonderland tea party scene, and they also had 2 mazes, one of them being this really cool glow-in-the-dark one, and the outdoor one, which we had Eli take the lead, and he absolutely loved it. Going over to the other side was the awesome Dinosaur Park, and they had this really cool smoke machines down the bottom to add more effect, but poor Riley was terrified of the smoke. And after coaxing him over and stepping on the evil smoke, we were good to go, where they had this really cool live interaction for kids to enjoy.
This is, I mean, if it wasn't for the whippersnapper, this is probably the best one we've been to so far for interactiveness for kids. The fog going on, it's a nice cool day. The last one we went to, it was a scorcher. What a great little place, this one. If you're ever in Coffs and you got kids, got to come here. It's really interactive. It's quite engaging for the kids as well.
Poor Riley really wanted to go on the rides, but he was just too young.
You're keeping me on. Yeah, I'm strapped in.
It's really hard with the age difference in these two boys at the moment, because Riley's too young to go on most of the rides actually, and he really wants to. But we don't want Eli missing out just because Riley can't. So yeah, it's just a little bit, it's hard to watch. Don't worry, his face doesn't say it, but he loved it. He actually was ready for another round.
What a good afternoon. Actually, if I do say so myself, it was a bit painful trying to work around all of the time frames. Big Banana Fun Park opens each of its areas sectionally or different times, and the part that we want to go to, which is the water park, actually only opens from 11:45 to 1:15, so for an hour and a half day. Now, that might be good for some, but we got a little one that likes to sleep at that time, so we're going to end up giving the whole place a miss, because that's the whole reason we're going there during summer, is to hit that water park. But it is what it is. If we weren't going for that, it might have been doable. But $27 for a single person for an hour and a half, and you got to wait in line for about an hour to get a slide, seems a bit hefty, even in the, well, we're not in the busy season very much anymore. This is the back end of summer now, and the school holidays are off and everything, so I don't know. But I think after all of the kerfuddle, the sectional opening makes a lot of sense. It allows for mass lines not to build up and everybody to get a fair shot for the ticket that they pay for. So the only place that we went to that lets you go unlimited on the slides is the water park, which was fantastic. $27 for an adult, I think it's $16 for kids, and it's very worth it. There is kids slides, there's a kids fun park, and then there's a kids little waiting area for children under 3, so it's very accommodating. You can see that we did the giant slide, we did the toboggan, the bumper cars, and we capped off a good day with the well-deserved water park. Did you have fun, Riley? Yeah? Did you have fun, Eli? Yeah. So we're just going through the Crystal Showers Falls here up in the Dorrigo Mountain. Not too far from Thora and not too far from Dorrigo. But yeah, last place we need to see in this sort of vicinity before we start heading south. Come on, little monkey man. Hi. You doing? The walk down is nice, a bit slopey but nice. The walk up is gonna suck.
Your dad being a superhero because this hill is a killer. And about 2 minutes into going back up, Eli was done. and Riley's too slow, so Dad's got them both. Well, that didn't last very long, and there was not much filming that was happening after this point because between Brody and I alternating between carrying the boys, we just wanted to get to the top as we had had enough.
Do your research. Wow.
That sucked.
That's an understatement of the year.
Do not recommend. I mean, the waterfall was beautiful, but that sucked.
I feel like the loop, the other half that you get down past Crystal Showers would actually be a more gradual climb back up. But going down the way you came down, then going back up that way, nah. We got two kids under 3, well, one's 3, one's 1.5, and it's bugger me, it's just shit. Beautiful, beautiful scenery, beautiful, beautiful, can't even word. Beautiful falls, beautiful scenery, some lovely animals and stuff. The kids are just somehow still have so much energy.
Because I didn't walk.
We had to carry them as well. Yeah, so if you're gonna go down, do your research, take it slow, and take some water, and don't take kids. And here is why we wear sunscreen when we're in the sun for prolonged periods of time, and we listen to the wife when she says we should sunscreen up. This is a very, very tender sunburn, and I'm not going to sleep very well tonight. Listen to your wife, or husband, whoever it is.
Hi, darling.
Bit of a special dinner tonight here at Bonville, so we're just gonna start up a campfire tonight, our last night here, and we're gonna make a boiki. For those of you who don't know what a poiki is, it is a cast iron pot stew, slow cooked meal, that kind of stuff, cooked over the fire or the coals.
Really excited because we've had total fire ban for this entire summer, but we're actually at a campsite now where you don't need a permit or anything. So we're definitely making use of this fire.
It is really nice, and like the last time we used the cast iron pan was when we were in Tintinara making the slow cooked lamb shanks. So this is a well-deserved treat. We'll give you a little bit of a view anyway as to what we're cooking tonight. So we're making a lamb boiki. The 2 containers up in the top left is homemade chicken stock, and the other one is apple cider vinegar to help break down the protein in the bone. So yeah, corn, carrot, chilies, garlic, pumpkin, potatoes, and everything else in between. So we're gonna get a fire going and we'll get cooking.
What's that? You helping Daddy? Good job.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Fire! Alright.
Went to Bunnings today to pick up these marshmallow forks because we keep getting bark in our marshmallows when we roast them. Hell good deal though, $5 for 4.
Can't argue with value.
Yeah, and they extend. So now the kids can join on in it too.
Looking and smelling gorgeous. Lucky just a little bit of sunlight left. Thinking, whew, dinner's starting to smell a bit funny. Bit of timber fell off the fire. That was not a very nice smell.
You want to put new gloves on the list?
Yeah, might need some, that's for sure. Alrighty, here we go. Whoa. And after a couple of top-ups of water, that doesn't look too bad to me. I'll tell you what. Too bad. Wish we could share with other people. So we're just here in Foster Beach in Scott's Head. We're just doing a little sightseeing around Bonville, where we're camping up at a free camp, which is actually available for everyone to free camp in. There isn't a set time limit that I'm aware of. I have been talking to the council and they do say that the free camp is operational. The Wiki Camps says that it was a trial, but that was near 2 years ago, and they have indeed brought it in as a free camp. There is a toilet. I haven't tested the water there, but there's a tap and rubbish bin, and a creek just off the access at the back of it, with what seems like fishing opportunities if you have a license. But anyways, we'll put a link in the description or up on the screen. But here we go. We're just at Foster Beach in Scott's Head today. So we're trying to cram in as much time as we can in between our stay in Coffs Harbour, our appointment on the East Coast, and our job in Gilgandra. So we're excited to get some beach time in. Would you believe that less than 6 months ago, Eli had a devastating fear of the water, and now this boy is going in neck deep in waves.
As of next week, we'll be heading inland again to do a farm stay for a couple of months. So we're really just trying to soak up the beach time that we have here on the coast before we will not see it again till next summer. In saying that, thank you guys for joining us on another video. As we will be on a farm stay for the next couple of months, we're not sure what that means for our YouTube channel. We might only be uploading every fortnight instead of every week. But thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.